All right, welcome back to the Clark Performance YouTube channel. Alrighty, well, once again, I let the GoPro die and didn't pay attention. Trying to think of where I left off. I guess we pulled this intake apart. I don't know if you guys can see if I can get in some sunlight or something. Anyway, can you see how dirty that is up in there? So I'm sure that mass airflow sensor is unhappy with how much dirt and dust is in there. And then I pulled out the air filter, and that's where the real party is happening. I mean, I don't know if this lady that owned it before us even ever put a frickin' air filter in it, but yeah, it was getting through right there, the air filter in that box. So anyway, I kind of cleaned that out a little bit. Probably shouldn't have, so I could show you. Maybe I can get down in there a little bit better, because I was kind of concerned that the turbo was going to be bad or something. Wow, it was. But as you go, I don't know why. Must be the LED light. But there is some stuff down at the bottom of that. That's the inlet of the turbo. I did pull the outlet of the boost tube, the hot side, to see if there was any oil in there. I guess I can show you. Moon, quit. It's enough. But yeah, I mean, there's no oil pouring out of there. So, I mean, there is a little bit, but I ain't super worried about that. I mean, it's pretty typical for 120,000 mile. I mean, oil pan's kind of leaking. It's just kind of leaking oil from everywhere, you know. Which most of that'll be fixed when we do the timing. Apparently it don't look like it's any fun to put a starter on one of these, because you got to pull the frickin' motor mount off on this side, just so you know, if you ever got to put a starter on. Kind of looks like rear main is starting to leak a little bit. You know, I mean, you can kind of tell with that skid plate over there. And then it's just kind of moist all the way back. I'm sure, you know, it's got 120,000 miles on it. What else did I find? I got a CV shaft boot that's ripped over on this side. Starting to spit grease everywhere. Some of these control arms are starting to have the bushings get ripped out of them, so that's always awesome. What else was there? Was there even anything else? I don't remember. I don't think there was anything on this side. Oh, I guess I could show you guys this. Let me set you guys back up on this thing. And when I pulled that lower skid plate off and then I came up here, I mean, there's nothing holding that bumper in on this side, so that's kind of great. You know, we should probably fix that so the bumper don't fall off. I think the fix for that is there's a little plastic piece that's broken there, so we could probably get one of those, replace that, and then maybe replace or fix whatever is busted on the fender side. I'm sure they make that too, but yeah, that's about all the further I've made it so far. I was just wanting to make sure that the turbo was happy. It seems to be in working condition. What else? I found that the airbox was just sucking in a bunch of dust. That's always awesome. What else? The rear main's leaking. There is, which to do timing on these, you have to pull pretty much all of this off anyway. But I did notice back up in there where the intercooler is, the intercooler and then the condenser and all that stuff right there, is very dirty. So we'll have to blow that radiator out. Probably blow all of it out at that point because we'll have it out. But anyway, I guess that's about all the further I've made it so far. I have yet to check, see if anything's actually loose at the wheels. And I haven't made it back to the rear yet, so. But yeah, I mean, everything's looking up so far. I guess I could probably pull this off and see what the throttle blades look like. But I think we could probably jump down here. Holy moly. Look at that thing. An output shaft on that transmission's crazy looking. Well, I don't know. I guess I can't really call it the transmission because I think the transmission, well, no, it is the transmission. It's kind of like a Subaru Trans where the front differential is in the transmission. So that is that. Probably have to, I mean, this thing's been leaking for a while because it's just oil soaked everywhere down here, you know. But you'll have that on them big jobs. Looks like the shift linkage is just some bars. That's what that looks like. Yep. I got plastic, like tie rod ends hooked up to that. Other than that, what else? That's about all the further I've made it. I'll probably jack up the rear. I mean, this thing could use a bath, is what I'm saying. But I guess I'll do some more snooping and I'll get you guys an update whenever I can. Okie dokie. Well, we are back. As you can tell, I got the throttle body off, sitting over there. I wanted to pull, where did I put it now? This little cover off of the water pump.
Oh, wow, it's got
just to see how that belt is down there. Everything looks good there, and it is the upgraded aluminum water pump, so somebody's replaced it before.
All fucked up.
Right, I told you. Must
Looks like they just jammed it in there.
Yeah, that or...
and they just bent it.
That could be.
Right.
Regardless, it's messed up. So now we're gonna put this back on. I just figured I'd chime in and show you guys that this thing's got a newer water pump on it. So that's a win on our end. All right, well, we're back again. Battery died, you know, 20 seconds after I start filming. I mean, interstate's moving today. I suppose we should probably get this hood popped. Maybe that'll get some. Anyway, we need to put one of those on the list. Don't forget, you know, because you're not supposed to do that. I do think we're gonna get an alternator for this too. That's $200 because they're clutched and they're known to just have issues. So we might do that. But anyway, my plan is I'm gonna get this bumper off. All of this, you know, this isn't even really on. I could probably pop it off. Yeah. I'll show you what we're dealing with here. Put those in by finger. I gotta grab tools and stuff. Bear with me, I guess. I gotta walk around the water. This is what we gotta deal with when we get a bunch of rain. Anyway, I bet you it's wet back here too. That's another thing. Yeah, look at that nasty floor. That's what I'm saying. We need to get that stuff out of there. It's getting wore out like rain on my Milwaukee stuff. That's probably great for them. I'm gonna pretend we didn't see any of that. Grab this, grab that and this. We're working on an Audi. You gotta have Torx bits, man. Anyway, so how has everybody else's day been? Well, would ya? Come on. There we go. Yeah, me and Lila took that out today. That thing did really good. Went out and stretched some legs. I think we put 60 miles on it. Anyway, it's a pretty cool whip. But yeah, we got to figure out what that is. Get another one because it's busted and like the whole frickin' bumper falls off. Look at it. Oh, at least you can kind of see it is. Oh, the bumper's broke. That's what it is. God darn it. It's all right. We'll pretend we didn't see that either. We'll make something work. I think it's missing on. I don't know. Some people just don't know how those work and they just kind of car ramrod it and, you know, body shops. But yeah, this one's in multiple pieces. You just need to get a part number off of it and then I'm sure I can find one. Oh, it's like almost in the headlight. I don't know. There's a lot going on. But anyway, let me get all this off. I'll show you when we get down to that. I'll show you all of that. I suppose I'll probably put this in a time lapse. About right there.
People are
Anyway, some people just don't have the finesse.
Yeah.
But no, I want to get up in here and all these solenoids and just...
Is that your oil fill? Is that your oil check?
Yeah, that's the dipstick. They don't have a dipstick. You got to buy one. They don't come with a dipstick. I'm not kidding. You got to buy one. It's separate.
What?
Anyway.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
No,
that's fucking terrible.
That's the world we live in. Let's start fucking pulling these out. I gotta remember.
That's why fucking engine's so fucking shitty.
Yeah, a lot of BMWs don't even have dipsticks.
Well, I know that they started doing that with trannies.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna reiterate.
No, it's fine. Whatever. I don't care. Anyway,
Car
that's broken. God
transmissions.
Yep. I'm just gonna start. I want to get this bumper off so it's off, and
it'll take you an hour and a half.
That shouldn't take that long, but it'll take a second.
Just gotta remember.
In there and look and tell me what we need. What do we need? You tell me.
Styrofoam cup. Dude.
What? There's a styrofoam cup in there? Damn, some road debris. I had a guy on one of my videos freak out because I say debris.
Yeah.
He got mad anyway.
I saw that and I was like, that's funny.
It is kind of funny.
But you always say that.
Right.
So
I don't care. I know. Everybody
freaked out.
knows. Yeah, he got kind of mad.
Yeah, what hurt?
supposedly.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
really look into it, but I just seen the comment and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah,
So,
it happens, bro.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but there's always going to be something to offend a feminist.
Yeah, we got some 10 mils. There's two 10 millimeters up there. Did you see that? You were supposed to tell me. You didn't.
10 millimeter?
Yeah, 10 mils.
Nice. Okay, I'll leave you alone.
Yep, I'm
Come
gonna
on,
get
Red.
this off.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know if you need a hand or whatnot.
Alright.
Talk to you later.
Yep.
We'll burn when we get her over here.
Alright. There's one. Get out of there, Bob. What are you doing? All right, I'm gonna get under here and undo some fog lights. Oh yeah. I think we're just gonna undo the bulb, maybe, hopefully. I'm sure the wire's connected somewhere. I'm sure it is. Wow. There is a harness. Where does that go? Anyway, why don't you guys come over here and watch me struggle bus underneath this thing for a while? Maybe. Oh no, quit. Calm down, okay? I'm not ready. Oh, you guys were facing the wrong way. Anyway. Bumper tried to fall off or something. Tried to get me a little bit. Alright, so let's see. We got this kind of... We need to figure out how this mechanism works over here, because I'm not... I mean, it's ready to fucking come off on this side. How does that? I should just have to pull the headlight. Then we can look at that boost tube, look at the intercooler. We're gonna clean all that out anyway. I think we should be able to maybe, I don't know. So there is two more screws that we gotta get out of this one. I'm glad we've seen that anyway. Alright, you guys try to look in there and tell me what we gotta do here. Ouch. Where are they? Oh, they're right there. Bet you if we go in there like this, get them hammered right out of there, bud. Pretty pumped that none of them are super tight. So you got 2 bolts, 2 nuts in there. That's how that bumper comes off, you know? Not supposed to fall off, bumper. I guess that's how it pops right off of there after you do that. That's a big unit. Apparently, nothing was holding this thing on there besides those 3 bolts on the front bumper. Anyway, the more you know. I did need to see if I can get this one off. Pull that front bumper off just like that. Don't forget the fog lights. And that came apart like it should. That goes on the bottom of the bumper. All right, there's a probably a crash sensor or something there. Anyway, what I wanted to really do is get all this crap out of there. You know, you got just gunk, and if you look in between them, there's just an array of things. It's never good on nothing, you know. Get that cleaned out is what I'm saying. So we'll do that, and why we're doing that, actually I wanted to figure out what this contraption is. It's like a, that's it, that's all it is a little container. Because yeah, that goes, that's full boost, that's off of this boost tube. It goes into that for some reason. Don't quite understand that. It's above my pay grade. So we need to pull these 2 out too. Probably unbolt those now. Hopefully we can melt that back in or something, maybe with a hot, like a hot glue or something. We'll figure something. Baby intercooler, look at that thing, it looks rough. Never really been bottomed out up here anyway. Well, yeah, it has, I guess. Thing's busted. Cool. I suppose I'll probably undo those real quick. I want to get an air filter in here so I can put this together, then we can power wash everything. Yeah, I want to get all this cleaned up. I mean, might as well. We're going to pull the motor here in the next couple of weeks. I'd rather work on it clean, you know? And then underneath of this thing's pretty bad too, so I might actually jack it up over at the neighbor's house and hit it with the pressure washer. Probably pull all these, well, I don't know. I might pull that off too, maybe. Alrighty, stay tuned. Anyway, now that we got all of that off, I do think we can fix this side. It kind of just popped them right off the bumper, so maybe we can glue them back on. I'm really hoping we can glue this busted piece off, or that was broke off, back on, hopefully. Got all the parts and pieces. And then we should be able to make that bumper fit good again. But yeah, I really just wanted to show you guys this stuff. See, that's what takes out radiators right there, you know? That's never good on nothing. I mean, look at all that stuff. You guys got to get in there and clean these out every once in a while. Anyway, so now I'm probably going to get it off of jack stands, and then I'll wheel it right over here and use my neighbor's pressure washer, and we'll get everything cleaned off of it then. So alrighty, stay tuned. Alright, well, we probably didn't do anything good for the environment out here. Probably shouldn't put that in the video. But no, we got it all cleaned up. I mean, everything looks quite a bit better. I mean, I tried to keep water off of stuff that didn't need water. We did get this drain over here cleaned up, so that was nice. And we got most of the crap off the valve cover. This stuff came out, I mean, almost brand new. I'm gonna blow all this off with air too as soon as I get done here. But no, I want to try to hit the lower part of it a little bit more before I quit. I just figured I seen that the GoPro was dead, so I don't know where it left off. Anyway, yeah, we're just out here pressure washing stuff. Okie dokie. I think we're gonna start draining some fluids out of this thing. And that's the little drain valve right here. Come take a look at that, you know. I mean, I got it twisted and it only turns like a 90. It don't pull out. It don't do nothing after that 90. So I suppose we'll learn how to get that down together, I guess, is what I'm saying. And take a gander at this tiny little stock intercooler. Look at it, dude. It's like 4 inches wide. Come on. Anyway, not in the budget this time. Not in the budget. Get that out of my pocket because that was stabbing my leg. Let me... Oh, knock the camera over. Yeah, I'm gonna try to... Oh, now it's gonna make a liar out of me now, isn't it? It's starting to pull downwards. Oh, it's turning more now. Bet you it was just stuck. Pretty sure this was Nebraska. Yeah. I think it was bought in Omaha or somewhere over there. So it's been in Nebraska its whole life. Alright. I mean, it's doing what it's doing, I guess. Alright, so now you know it's got to go, I would say, at least a 1/8 or a whole 360 degrees to get that. Anyway, yeah, try to do this while it's on the ground because then it don't splatter so much, you know? Anyway, so yeah, now we got to take all of this off. We got to pull all of this nonsense off, which it don't really look terrible. I mean, there's a mount going into the subframe up there. And it almost looks like you can unbolt the front bumper, the whole kit and caboodle. Looks like those plastic pieces are all one, because we got to pull all of this stuff out of the way to get to pulling the motor out, because it's a clutch and it's got to come out like 4 inches. So we ain't got 4 inches, you know. So get rid of all of this. Hopefully we can get the headlights cleaned up, make them look pretty again, because they're kind of dingy, you know. Might as well. We're here. Anyway, after I power wash the motor bay, I mean, it looks half decent in there. I mean, it looks pretty clean. We got most of the leaves and stuff out of there. This is going to be the limiting factor. But we're going to run it, see how it runs before we do anything cool with it, you know. Might as well make sure it's going to run before you go and put a bunch of money into it, you know. But yeah, we're going to pull it out, put a rear main in it. Hopefully we don't need no clutch stuff, because I didn't order any of that. A thing I learned on these, because it's a 6-speed manual car, so the transfer case and the front differential is all in the transmission. So you only need almost under 6 quarts of fluid for all of that, and then you have the rear diff fluid. Just so you know, I had to figure that out. Anyway, so yeah, we'll just leave that transmission in there, pull the motor out, because the motor only comes back to right here. It's kind of a short little guy. The rest of that's all transmission. But when we have all of this stuff out of the way, we should be able to just straight in. Like, I think I'm gonna undo the exhaust down. Well, I don't know. I might have to undo the exhaust up here, unfortunately, because I didn't get that gasket either. But we'll see. Did not get that gasket either. I'm gonna have to edit some of that. But yeah, we got a new intake manifold. We did not order an alternator yet, because we want to see if this one works. All the timing stuff, valve cover gaskets, new PCV system. We'll see how much oil's in the intercooler now, because that's got to come out. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there and pull it apart, put it back together, and see how it does. Should be okay. I mean, it hasn't had an oil pressure issue yet, so it's had a newer water pump put on it. I figured that out, and it took me 45 minutes to get that stupid plastic cover back on that water pump after I got it out of there. Anyway. Yeah, got some heater hoses back here I gotta pull. I mean, everything's pretty easy to get to, really. I mean, that bolt down there is one of the transmission. Oh no. I need some like fucking triples. Sorry, I didn't mean to say the F word. Triple square sockets. I don't know if I have those. That's a new thing. Anyway. We just learned something together there. Gotta get some more sockets. I don't have those. This is Audi life. But yeah, look at all these solenoids, man. There's 8 solenoids in there. Just kind of stupid if you ask me, but apparently this exhaust camshaft can fucking, it's got multiple parts to the camshaft and it can slide it like a, that's the VTEC on this thing. That's why they're so loud. Solenoids are clicking and stuff. But yeah, I got that all cleaned out. That was like clear up to here with a bunch of debris, whatever you want to call it. Oh no. It's okay, that's why I got that thing down there. Makes less of a mess, you know. People don't like it when you get concrete pads messy, you know. So we'll come back over here, grab some junky microfibers that I use. And then you just kind of throw those down there to suck up all that stuff that kind of leaked out, you know. That's all you got to do. Pick up your knife. Okie dokie. That's kind of the rundown. We'll kind of see how this plays out, because I got a couple of other things I got to do this week too. So anyway, I guess kind of stay tuned. Maybe I'll get a time lapse in there tonight. I think I'm gonna do this and then the oil, and then that's it tonight. And then yeah, we'll be back. Thanks for watching. Okie dokie, we got a couple of updates. I got both the upper and lower hoses off, so this thing should be done dripping coolant, hopefully. And now I think I'm gonna probably start draining oil, and then maybe we can get some jack stands on it. Maybe. But yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. It's all good though. Terrible cursing within like the first 21 seconds of the video, dummy. Alright. First operation here. This is what we got. What do they call it? A turbo muffler delete or something like that. You're supposed to be able to hear the turbo better. Anyway, that's pretty much the only reason why I bought that, is because the turbo is going to sound cooler. Anyway, that's in the outlet of the turbo. I should probably put all this stuff back. Put it back in there. Don't lose it. Got a new dipstick because it doesn't come stock with one. So at least now I'll know if it's got oil in it or not. Got some new .4 brake fluid. what else do we got? Well, let's check this out. Oh, I'm glad I didn't cut deep into that. We got some M9 or MT90. That's the differential fluid for this thing. So that'll be that. What else is in there? Oh, there's something else in there too. Oh, this is the blow-off valve spacer that helps vent it to the atmosphere. Anyway, that's supposed to make it sound cooler too. That's all I'm really going for. But yeah, I think that was like 28 bucks or something like that. Anyway, that's cool. We got all that now. Pretty much the only performance stuff I got to do on this section of the build anyway. You know. Oh yeah, this is that. Today, that fucker's vacuum sealed. It's made in China. I know that kind of sucks, but I don't know. It was the right price, is what I'm saying. And they had it to me in a day. I mean, it was next day I had this thing. Just haven't. Let's see what the quality is. Let's put it up here. I guess I can give you guys a better little shot of that. I mean, let's feel stuff. I mean, that feels pretty legit. Those, I mean, just different sockets. I think we're going to use this one on that vehicle. But anyway, and then these block off all those stupid solenoids that are on the exhaust side. And then, what else? There's other stuff and things. We'll figure it out when we get there, but it's all there. Don't look like it's missing anything. Nothing looks bent or broke. Sweet. Just check that out. I think that was relatively cheap too. I want to say it was, I don't know, I could probably look it up and put it down below. Maybe I should start doing that kind of stuff. Okie dokie. That is the Wren timing chain set. So all of our timing stuff's here. Now we're just waiting on a rear main. I got my PCV stuff too, I guess. Anyway, that's what we're working on. Bam. And they said they're both in there. I think this one we should probably... there we go. Then I ain't gotta do everything at the same time. Got a fancy magnet. Not sponsored by Rock Auto at all, but it was the... I don't know if you want to say the cheapest route, but it was. New PCV valve system. Let's actually pull it out in visual. Could be cracked there, but I don't think that'll matter. Maybe. I mean, there's no chunk in there, so. What's up? We got some parts for the car, bro. For this black one, dude. silicone, dude. What is this? This is... I don't know. Comes with the kit. It's good to 320 degrees. It's made in Spain, dude. That's cool. It's not Mexico or China. Anyway. Got a new belt. That came with the kit. Oh, this feels like the cam bridge. We should probably take a look at this and see if this is the right one. Because apparently there's a new updated one that's way better. And this one's like 50% coverage. Right there. So, this is supposed to be the better one, supposedly. Beat up though a little bit. Somebody's dropped it or kicked it or something, but it didn't get into that O-ring, so it should be all right. I mean, it should work. I'm gonna rewrap that. It's only been like dropped and kicked maybe 3 or 4 times, so that's perfect, you know. How's everybody else's day going today? Let's see what we got. Oh, this is got a new top cover. It's plastic. Might as well replace it. Came in the kit. The new crank. Now. Crank. All of the guides. There's 3 different chains you got to change in this one. Oh, here's the chains. That's all. 3 of them. Oh yeah, the new front cover. Because why not? Came in the kit. And then a new oil pan. Because why not? You know, came in the kit. Couple of bolts, your cam stuff and your crank bolt.